Have you ever wondered why some beekeepers keep getting stronger, record-breaking colonies while others struggle year after year? Today I am going to show you the real secret behind explosive hive growth and massive production, and why most beekeepers unknowingly sabotage their best colonies. Stay with me until the end and you'll never look at hive management the same way again. Buckle up, let's dive in. The growth of your bee colonies and the overall success of your beekeeping operation isn't something you can take lightly. If you want real results, strong hives, high production, you must be intentional. In a production-focused apiary, you never balance your colonies the wrong way. And especially, you never weaken your strong hives. Instead, you must select your colonies smartly and strategically. And that's exactly what this video is about. I am going to show you proper selection work, so you never again make the mistake of slowing down your best record-breaking hives. Instead, you'll learn how to identify, nurture and build from strength. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You don't want to miss the next steps in your beekeeping journey. Now, buckle up, we are about to get started. Hi, I am Oscar. For years now, I've been fully dedicated to understanding how to maximize the growth and productivity of bee colonies. I invested thousands of hours researching, experimenting, and refining what really works, what consistently delivers outstanding results. My main goal has always been clear: achieve the best, highest possible success with the minimum necessary time and effort invested. And after years of work, I can say I've built a full system that truly delivers on that promise. It took me about 2.5 years to develop a complex method that integrates multiple strategies. I studied every method I could find, tore them down piece by piece, removed that didn't work or was outdated, and rebuilt everything into a cohesive, powerful system. And that's how the rotational beekeeping system was born, or a precision modern beekeeping was born for me. This year I'll be sharing much more about this system, both here on the channel and in full detail inside your community. For second level members and those in the mentorship program, you'll find the link down in the video description. If you are serious about growing and learning alongside me, I'd love to see you in this community. I spent a full 2.5 years building this system, and for the last 8 to 10 years I haven't needed to equalize my colonies at all. Now, let's dive deeper into this whole idea of colony equalization. Is it bad? Is there even a right way to do it? Here's the truth. Most beekeepers feel forced to equalize because they are using the wrong type of hive system, or because they have poor or even zero selection on their apiary. Nature itself pushes them into meddling because the foundation isn't strong. From my experience, there is only one hive system, yes, a hive system that truly supports outstanding production and explosive colony growth. And it's the one that works perfectly with the rotational beekeeping strategy, or with the precision beekeeping strategy. Everything else just slows your colonies down and limits their potential. You should never, and I mean never, take frames from your strongest hives to boost weaker ones. You never weaken your record-breaking colonies just to help the weak ones catch up. Only beginners, those who don't fully understand colony management or careless beekeepers, make that mistake. And yes, I know I am bland, but I am not making these videos to sugarcoat things for you. I am here to share hard truths that will actually help you grow your apiary and increase your profitability. Because of health reasons, I am no longer working directly in the field with the bees, but the system I built over the years are more valuable now than ever. They allow us to continue operating efficiently, producing results with a lot less hands-on labor. Today, I am most focused on queen raiding, selection, and grafting together with my wife, and we occasionally collect pollen as well. What's crucial is that we keep pushing your record-breaking colonies as far as they can go, maximizing their potential without pulling them down. We apply a 3-group selection method every year. This allows us to keep the entire apiary performing at a high level and, when possible, raise that level even further each season. When you start equalizing your colonies, taking resource from the strong to support the weak, you are not helping yourself. You are draining your production, weakening your strongest colonies, and hurting your bottom line. Instead equalizing, you should be selecting. That's the key. In your operation, we divide your colonies into 3 main groups, twice a year. Once in early spring, as the colonies begin their rapid growth phase, and one is late summer, as we prepare them for fall stimulation and wintering. Here in Europe, the spring selection usually happens around the late March and the fall grouping around late July to early August. But, of course, the exact timing will vary depending on your region and climate. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through exactly how we group your colonies and why. So, every season we divide your colonies into 3 main groups. These are the absolute top performers, the best production units in the apiary. In your operation, they represent around 35 to 45%, a huge difference. These are strong above average hives, the solid middle. Typically, they make up about 60% of most apiaries. In your case, it's about 35 to 45% because your standards are much higher. The lower performance. In average beekeeping operation, these might make up 5 to 30% of the apiary. In your apiary, we keep this group around 10% or less. Every spring, we go through the entire apiary, we inspect every colony carefully and assign each one to one of these 3 groups. The future of each group depends on your goals for that year. What we decide for each colony is strategic, not random. We operate based on the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. We know that a small percentage of your colonies, about 5 to 50%, produce the majority of the results and profits, while requiring relatively little extra effort to maintain. You see, record-breaking colonies don't need constant babying. They're naturally strong. They thrive on their own and when you give them the right management, they deliver outstanding production year after year. Every time we go out to work the bees, we start with these colonies first. They get priority always. They get the best of everything. The best stimulation strategy, the best management practice, the best support for explosive development. And here's something important. We don't force these colonies to fit into your hive system. Instead, we adapt your hives to match the colony's size, growth, and potential. That's one of the secrets. When your management and your equipment adapt to your best colonies, not the other way around, you'll never need to equalize or weaken your strongest hives. Good selection and proper management allows them to maximize the nectar flow and maximize profitability without unnecessary interventions. The second group is the good colonies. They enjoy the second level of priority. Once we've finished working with the record-breaking colonies, we move on to these hives, and just like the top group, we give them everything they need to reach their full potential. Thanks to the structured approach, we've been able to reduce your labor needs by about 30% in your operation. Now, let's talk about the third group, the weak colonies. If you want to create new split or raise more colonies, we'll keep this group for that purpose. But, and this is important, we only work these weak colonies after we fully finished with the record and the good colonies. They are never priority. Why? Because weak colonies drain your time, energy and money while producing little to no return. They require care and resources, but they don't give you much, if anything, back. That's why we only touch them if we have extra time and only after everything else is handled. If we don't need these weaker hives for development, there's only one way: we equalize. And it's the only kind of equalization we allow. Here is what we do. We inspect the weak colonies and diagnose why they are weak. It's due to disease like nosema, heavy varroa infestation, or something similar. We treat them first if necessary. Then we eliminate the queen from the weak colony and redistribute the healthy frames and bees into the good colonies. This strengthens the good colonies even further, hosting their population and production potential. Meanwhile, we save time and avoid wasting resources on underperforming hives. The time saved can now be spent on queen raiding, selection, improving the apiary, or sometimes just relaxing and enjoying the bees. This is the basic process of your spring selection. The first selection follows almost the same logic, but with one major difference. In the fall, before we start any serious stimulation and winter preparation, we eliminate every single weak colony from the third group. We then merge their resources into the good colonies to strengthen them for winter. Using this strict selection method, we've been able to achieve better and better production every single year. Our beekeeping operation keeps improving, both in terms of performance and quality. And within the rotational beekeeping strategy or precision beekeeping strategy, I've built a system that not only maintains the number of colonies, but also ensures that we are always working with the best, the strongest bees possible. In other words, your selection system allows us to keep your operation at a consistently high level, while pushing it even higher every season. And that's why we never equalize colonies in your apiary, especially not from the top down. We never ever take resources from your record-breaking colonies, and we don't boost weaker or even good colonies at their expense. Instead, we work from the bottom to up, but that's not equalizing, that's strengthening. we break down the weakest colonies and redistribute their resources to the good colonies, making the strong even stronger, boosting your overall production and increasing your profitability. At the same time, we eliminate the waste of time and energy that would gone into maintaining underperforming hives. So, that's the essence of it. I hope you found this information helpful, and I truly hope it inspires you to rethink how you manage your bees. If you got value from this video, please subscribe to the channel and share it with other beekeepers. Let's grow this amazing community together. If you like what I'm doing and want to support my work, you'll find the link in the video description. We have 3 membership levels available. Choose the one that fits you best. I'm also building online courses, and soon I'll be launching a full mentor program where I share everything I've learned with those who want to dive deeper. Your support helps me to create more quality content more often and keep pushing this community forward. Thank you so much for being here. Special thanks to your highlighted members Pavel Jaros, Niklas Hansson, Ales Orkslar, and I apologize if you mispronounced any names. Without your support, these videos would come much less frequently. Thank you for helping to build something real and awesome here. I see you again very soon. Until next time, keep buzzing.